Hi there, everyone. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jim, and we are
Fatigue of your own. Welcome to another Motivational Monday.
Let's get motivated.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Yay! Hooray! It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It is. Nice day.
And we have a guest today.
We do.
It's so cool. Cindy Lee, she is a woman on a mission. After many years of making homemade cards and purchasing store-bought cards, Cindy created a concierge helping small business owners stay in touch with clients. So that way, and she started gratitude gift services and excursions services for busy small business owners. Sounds like a great idea, doesn't it? Wanting to live her life with joy and purpose, and with the philosophy that we have two dates and a dash. Live the dash, because tomorrow is not promised, which we've been talking about for the past couple of weeks. She started to turn her mission from vacation chef into the bucket list coach. Cindy received many signs along the way that she was truly onto something and transitioned her business to a travel agency brand known as Bucket List Coach Travel and Tours. She loves to connect, and we are super happy to connect with her today. So everybody, please help us welcome Cindy Lee.
Yay.
Yay! Welcome, Cindy. We're glad that you could be here today.
Aloha, how are you?
We are doing fabulous.
Great.
Thanks so much for joining us. I love the name of your business, the Bucket List Coach Travel and Tourism. And what I really love is what's happening this week. Tell everybody who isn't quite aware what's going to happen this week.
Actually, next Wednesday. So we're here Monday, so in 2 more days, National Bucket List Day. A way to celebrate, and we should be celebrating every day, but National Bucket List Day is a way to celebrate others and a way to celebrate all your goals that you're trying to achieve. Because there's usually 2 reasons why people create a bucket list. Like for me, I had a very serious illness and I seen my life flashing in front of me. Or you're 90, 95 years old and you're realizing you really didn't do what you wanted throughout your life and you have to start making that list. So it's pretty crucial to do it at 20 years old. Start your bucket list at 20 years old.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because there are a lot of people out there that they'll add to their bucket list, but I don't think that they necessarily will do things on their bucket list.
Yeah.
And this is a great reminder that, like you said, you are not promised any more time than you've already had. So you need to start doing some of those things and visiting some of those places on your bucket list. Tell us a little bit about how you went about getting this as a national holiday, because I have no idea how you would do
I
something
don't know
like that.
either.
Well, as speakers, we always talk to our clients and to our audience. It is super important to create a good story, right? So story is so powerful. So when I was 16 years old, I actually sent a wedding card to Princess Diana. I've always followed her. I like how she does all the orphanage work. And I just realized a couple years ago, it was my 16th birthday when I sent her that card on July 29th. And full circle here, all these years later, and I'm going to be 59 years old this year. And she really inspired me to start my concierge. So when I started my concierge, I had a in-home business where I would cook for people because my very first career bucket list was to be a chef. So I did that for 25 years.
Wow.
But at the beginning of my career, I was working at a restaurant and then doing the catering on the side. And one of my clients, he said, why don't you start a concierge business that's all these services that the small business owner needs? He goes, and these cards that you sent us to remind us, or even Father's Day, I'm not your father, but you still send me a Father's Day card. He goes, this is a great business because small business owners really don't take the time to show gratitude in the mail. They'll text somebody or something like that. And you really want to get that personal touch because people really don't care until they know that you care.
Right.
And then at the end of my culinary career, I worked on Norwegian cruise lines because I told myself, this is the end of my career. I have arthritis. I can't really do, 800 dishes a day anymore.
Wow.
What am I going to do to make a difference? And then one of my friends is like, or one of my clients said, why don't you add travel to your concierge. I'm like, great, let's do it. So that's kind of where it all started. And I mean, just staying in touch with people and helping people create those bucket lists are two things that people really love, to make people feel good and to make yourself feel good on vacation.
Yeah, and it makes sense that you would want to combine all that
Sure,
together.
absolutely.
So what was the process of getting this as an actual national holiday?
Well, I started sharing national holidays in 2015. In 2020, I reached out to the office there in North Dakota with the National Day Calendar, and they said, we do have an ambassador program. It's called the Celebration Ambassador Program. So if you're a lover of national days, weeks, and months, anybody listening today, you can definitely apply and be a celebration ambassador. So another way that I'm leveraging the National Day Calendar is I like sending birthdays and have birthday gifts. Now what I do is I send gifts based on a national day. For instance, I just sent a gift to another podcaster that I was a guest of, and it's Couple Appreciation Month. So I actually sent
Okay.
them some cinnamon bears with a nice little cinnamon bear graphic on the card and everything like that. And one of their friends that introduced me on their podcast, I actually sent them a big snickerdoodle cookie. So
Oh, that's
just
Okay.
being in touch, showing people that you care. Also, there's brunch month. If you are a local business owner, like you guys are, you could connect with other local business owners for National Brunch Month. It's actually going to grow your brand. You're going to be the connector, and your connections can show up at that restaurant, and that's actually paying it forward to that business. Because when
Nice.
we help others grow, what happens? We grow as well.
We
That's
grow.
how we become successful. Humor month, find a comedy club, get off Facebook and just enjoy your Facebook friends off the computer and meet in real life. Volunteer month, we got Earth Day that's happening today. Also, you could donate your time to a community project, or if you live by the beach, you could do a beach cleanup, and so many different things that you can use to utilize the National Day Calendar.
And one of the things that we do, if anybody who has been following our Facebook page or even our LinkedIn page for the last several years, at least once a day, we post one of those national days. I know just last week it was National Kickball Day.
That's right.
One of my favorite sports growing up. But you've got all these national holidays, and like you said, it's very easy for small business owners and entrepreneurs to be able to take a look and see what are some of the holidays out there that will bring more awareness to my company
Mhm.
and to my customers. And then like you said, it's super easy to send out some cards to them. Let them know that you're thinking about them and that you're celebrating these national holidays with them. And it's a great way to remind customers that you are there for them.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
the start of National Day, you were asking earlier.
Uh-huh.
So I wrote a book called Growing Your Business Through Referrals and National Day. So it teaches you how to grow your business, how to properly prospect. And one way not to prospect is to reach out to a Facebook friend's friend that you don't know and start prospecting. I actually get this on LinkedIn all the time. I get 5-paragraph dissertation. So so it's all about those relationships. And being that I had a book on networking, I asked the National Day Calendar, I'm ready to buy my own National Day. I want to buy National Networking Day. Then they said, wait, they actually have National Bucket List Day. I'm like, you're kidding me. How has someone not had that day? And there was a younger person in her late 20s who had the .com at some point with my research. But at that point in time, there was no one who has National Bucket List Day. And National Day official website is the nationaldaycalendar.com. There's different ones, throughout the internet, but that's the one that's the official. So we went for it. And one thing I want to tell everybody here, if you want to have your own national day, the key is to be consistent every year based on that national day. There's some national day founders who one and done, they just talked about it one time, but every year I have a different bucket. Next year, our bucket is going to be Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
The year after that will be Catalina Island here in LA. So just so many different things. And, you just got to keep on living and
Yes.
find ways to live your bucket list. And your bucket list just isn't travel. I mean, of course, if you want to learn to surf, you want to skydive, you add that on your fear bucket list. You want to write a book, you want to write, be a podcast coach or a podcast host, Anthony Robbins, that would be a business bucket list. Just all these things that you've always wanted to do. And you have your weekly and your monthly bucket list is all kind of like how would I say, like a goal.
Mhm.
And then write a date to that. Because when we have a date that's on our goal, we're going to achieve it. Like if you want a certain amount of money in your bank, tell yourself, get a dollar bill and tell yourself $1,000 by such and such date. Because it trains your subconscious mind when you have dates to your goals.
Yeah, so manifesting
Right.
those bucket list
Yes.
items,
Yep.
and like you said, putting dates attached
Yep.
to them
Yep.
to make sure that you are moving closer to having them become a reality.
Right.
You know?
Not those deadlines.
Yes. And
Generally,
the
it's
I
not a
am
goal, it's
statement.
wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you're familiar with I am statements.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we are.
Yes. So with those I am statements, you're going to add a date to those as well. So I am statement actually a lot of times is something that you don't have that you want to have, and you tell yourself you're going to have it. Therefore, it's going to come to fruition if you keep on verbalizing every day and every evening of what you want.
Yeah, and the more you repeat it, it's the more it gets into your subconscious, and the easier it is for it to become a reality.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah,
Definitely.
so tell us, because you were talking a little bit about bucket list items, and like you said, they aren't necessarily always going to be travel places.
Right.
Sometimes they're going to be experiences. Sometimes they're going to be some of the actions that you want to take and you want to do throughout the course of your life. Can you share with us some interesting ones, some of the more off the beaten path kind that you've heard over the years?
Well, I want to say public speaking. That's
Oh,
huge. Because most people that I talk to say, I don't want to have a podcast. I don't want to be a public speaker. I'm writing a book. So if you write a book, that's actually going to help you
mhm.
be a good public speaker. So the more you do it over and over and over again, because you don't know till you know, you just have to practice, 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 practice. So I think that's one of the biggest things, is especially once you get yourself out there, you'll be on national television and all that stuff. And you want to hire the right coach to help you with that.
Definitely.
Everyone
Yeah.
has their specialties, but yeah, a coach should always have a good coach.
Yes, that is true. And the reality is, if you don't have a coach who's helping you develop your skills, but who's also holding you accountable for what you say that you're going to do.
Right.
Because it's super easy for people to say, oh, well, one of these days, this is what I'm going to do. And a coach will say, no, it's not one of these days. Let's set a date and let's set a plan and make sure that you're moving towards that.
Yeah. They end
goal.
up stranded on Someday Isle.
Yeah.
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 And you want to have an accountability partner for everything in your life. So for your business, your financial wellness, your wellness. Like if you want to lose weight, you don't want to say that you're going to lose weight. You're going to say you're going to release weight. Because when we lose it, we want to find it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
That is
true.
Very true. Well, we need to release it, and it can go find people who need it, because there are people out there who need
That's true.
to gain a few pounds every now and then, and
I'd
so
be happy to give them about 40 or 50.
and
and
there we
fine.
go. And so you release it, let it go off to somebody else, and off it goes. You are correct.
And also trauma. I was on a podcast a few weeks ago that talked about how you can turn trauma into triumph. And the main thing is to get out of your head with all those thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to work the same for the bucket list. So you got to get all those negative thoughts. I'm scared of the ocean. My parent had me afraid of the ocean because of a situation she had in high school. And so when I moved out here to Huntington Beach, I said, well, I can't do that. Maybe I'll meet someone really amazing who can take me under his wing. And I did. His name is Rocky McKinnon. He's a surf instructor out here. And I've surfed twice. And the second time I stood up, and I can't tell you the most amazing feeling, just like when I skydive. So even if it's not for me, I'm not going to be, a famous surfer or anything like that. But to overcome that fear, I mean, fear is amazing.
Yes.
So you guys know what the true meaning of fear is?
False evidence appearing real.
Yeah.
Face everything and rise as well.
Okay.
That's good.
Another one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the thing about fear is fear inside the primal fear is there to help protect you. However, fear more often than not stops you
Stops
from
you.
achieving things that you truly can achieve. And so we all need to take a look at some of the fears that we have and ask ourselves, why? You know,
Mhm.
why do we have this fear? Is it keeping me safe, or is it preventing me from being who I really can be, and
Right.
preventing me from
Yeah.
all the possibilities out there? Yeah, it's so important.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. I love this. I love the idea of the National Bucket List Day. Um, I know on your website you've got retreats planned, like you said, for the next couple of years for National Bucket List Day. Could you tell us a little bit more about those?
Well, they're just standard vacations. I am going to be working on some surf and yoga retreats on like cruises, and I also want to do an author cruise where we can get all these different authors on one cruise. Uh, I can't think of the name of the company right now, but there's a company out there that does a yearly podcast cruise. So if you
Mm.
haven't heard about that, I actually will get you the information.
Cool.
And oh, just so many different things that we can do. But this year we're actually going to be in Cancun. Most of us will arrive Friday, Saturday, and some others will arrive on Sunday. And we're doing a Mayan ruins. We're actually doing 2 Mayan ruins plus a cenote swim. We're also doing Isla de Mujeres, which is a very old island out there in Cancun. It's been there for quite a while, and some really, really great memories. And of course, we'll be celebrating National Bucket List Day when we're in Isla Mujeres. So
Yeah.
really, really amazing. And then next year, I will be in Las Vegas. And last year, we actually got a proclamation from the mayor of Las Vegas, also
Wow.
Huntington Beach, and the state senator. So that's one of the things that we're doing, is wanting to go around the country and doing different things. And then July of next year, I'm turning 60. So anybody who wants to join me, we're going to do a whole week of Seattle, even at the Seafair Air Show. Because I don't know if you guys follow me a lot, but I'm a big aviation geek. I interview a lot of different aviators and people who are part of Top Gun. So a few of us will hang out in the early part of that week, and then those who want to go to the Seafair Air Show, then they could stay for a few more days. And also, I'm a big fan of Anthony Bourdain. He's actually one of the reasons that I do what I do, because he was a chef and then went into travel.
Mhm.
And so Seattle is one of the bigger cities that he visited for different restaurants and whatnot. So I'm pretty excited because I'm going to be carrying on his legacy.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
with the air shows, I guess about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I used to work for a company, jsfirm.com, who was a job posting website for the aviation industry. And so I would go to trade shows all the time. I'd
Oh,
go to air
nice.
shows. And so I got to go to Oshkosh. They're in Wisconsin. Got
Oh,
to go,
yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have someone from Oshkosh on my podcast coming up
um,
the end of
got
the
to
month.
go, what's the one down in Florida?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
There's one down there in the Tampa
Oh,
area.
Pensacola.
No, it was down in the Tampa area.
Oh, okay. Pensacola is the big Blue Angels one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the
Yes.
Blue
Yeah.
Angels are there. They're awesome. Actually, here in near where we live and where we used to live in
Where we used to
Latrobe,
live, Yeah, Latrobe.
they have an air show every
Every
single
year.
year, and they go back and forth between either the Thunderbirds
Mhm.
or the Blue Angels
Yep.
being there.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, do
so
you know when that is? We should probably do a get together maybe next year.
usually it's in June.
Yes, it's in June.
It's either
Late June.
yeah, June. One year they had it in late May, but usually it's in June. I can get you those dates so that way you can find out. But yeah, it's really cool for local people because a lot of kids around here they don't get to experience seeing some of these air shows because we don't live near the nearest major airports there in
Pittsburgh, yeah.
and that's over an hour away.
Right.
And so to have this literally in their backyard and to see, like I said, the Blue Angels or to see the Thunderbirds
Right.
and to have all these other different acrobat flying and just really cool aircraft available. It's
Yeah,
great.
it's a big deal here.
It
Yeah.
really is. And it also helps to get people involved in the aviation industry as far as careers are concerned.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Because
So how far are you from Oshkosh?
oh, we're several
long ways away.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we're outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So for us to get to Oshkosh, it's a couple of flights and
Yes.
a long car ride.
Oh,
Yeah, because that's up there in Wisconsin. So out in the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin, but
But
really cool.
I might split up my trip and do part at Oshkosh, because and Oshkosh has something like 900 airplanes. It's so
Yeah,
crazy.
Oshkosh is one of the,
Yeah.
when Oshkosh is going on, that is the busiest air traffic control center in the world when it's going on.
Yeah.
And they have 2 active runways. Actually, they have 4 active runways now that I think about it, because you have 2 parallel and 2 parallel running at the exact same time. And they've got people coming in from all over the world just for that particular air show. And it's amazing how much you can see. Yeah.
Definitely something for your aviation bucket list. And
Yes.
Yeah.
there's
Absolutely.
also car bucket list. If you like me, I live the 69 Camaro. That's my
Mm.
dream car. Out here in Huntington Beach just last year, we had the International VW Bus Day, and I had the opportunity for one of the most amazing interviews of my existence. I got to interview the president of Volkswagen of America. And I was
Wow.
really excited because my very first car was a 71 Beetle.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. That is so cool.
So, I mean, there's just so many different opportunities. So becoming an ambassador with National Day Calendar, you could do similar things in your city as well to connect with other people based on a national day and supporting a local business.
Excellent.
Yeah, very nice.
All right. Well, it has been fantastic having you on here, Cindy. If
Thanks,
somebody
Deb.
wanted to reach out to you and get in contact with you, or if they wanted more information about some of the services that you provide, or even to book a bucket list trip with you, how could they do that?
They could go to surfcityconcierge.com for the cards, and for the travel, bucketlistcoachtravel.com. And I have a special contest today. So anybody who goes to wherecindynow.com, that's WhereScindyNow, and you subscribe to my YouTube and you share to Facebook, I'll gift you a bucket list ebook, or if you want, I could even gift you a 6-day, 5-night hotel. I cover the hotel and you cover the tax. So if you do that, then I'll give you a really nice gift.
Excellent.
Wow. Okay.
That is a great gift. Thank you so much. All right,
Yeah.
everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
As always, if you need any help reaching out to us, you can either email us,
Email us at teagueofyourown.com.
info at
info@teagueofyourown.com for the email.
You can give us a call.
It's 412-420-7975.
You could go to our website.
teagueofyourown.com.
There you go. And you'll find us on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Instagram. Also go like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Cindy. It's been great having you on here, and we look forward to following you on where'scindynow.com, correct?
Yes, and one last shout out to anybody who's listening today. Please go to Teague of Your Own on Facebook and post a review.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody.